everybody, Grant with Splash Tanks here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'm excited. We're gonna trim these back plants. Now I'll trim them, give it a little cleaning, and see if I can replant them too to make it nice and dense in there. If you also notice, my Monte Carlo is looking nice and green. In my last video, if you haven't seen it, I trimmed it real short and it turned a little yellow in spots just because I trimmed it so short, but now it greened up again, it's looking great. So I'm very excited to cut the rest of these, but enough talk, let's get into it. All right, so I finished trimming that first plant. Now that's the biggest plant in the tank. So I try to make it, even some long pieces, some short pieces. It's nothing's ever perfect, but it looks all right. Just remember, guys, helpful tip. Whatever you trim, it's gonna grow back. It's a plant, so don't be afraid to trim it. It's gonna look good in like a week or two if you cut it too short. So I think it looks pretty good. We'll keep moving on. I'm gonna move on to these next plants over here, and then maybe I'll replant some of them too as we go. But all right, let's do it. I'm about halfway done with trimming. Not looking too bad, looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna go for this guy next. It's kind of grown over my Monte Carlo, and I do like the nice flat look in the front. So I'll try and cut that back a little bit, and then of course clean it up. All right, let's keep going. I know what you're thinking, that's pretty low and it's pretty brown looking, but don't worry. So what I'll do, those clippings that I just clipped off, I'll cut them about in half and then I'll plant them all in the front again. So it'll still look nice and green, but it won't be as tall, and then they'll all grow back basically how they were and it'll look real good. All right, let's keep moving on. I'm gonna go over here. There's a little plant in the back that's actually pretty much dead. I'm just gonna take that guy out and then we'll trim these guys over here, and then we'll start replanting all the plants that we cut out to make it real nice and dense back there. All right, so I think I'm done with trimming now. Looks all right, a little dirty, so I'm gonna give it a good, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, and then I'm gonna start planting those trimmings that I cut off to make it look really dense and nice. I think I'm gonna plant some of the red Rotala over here to try and get red on both sides of the tank. And remember too, you don't have to just plant the plants you cut in the same tank. You could also plant it in a different tank to keep it going. All right, let's do it. All right, everyone, and there is the finished product. Not too shabby if you ask me. I did move that Rotala from over here that I cut over here. I'm hoping that grows pretty nice. It gets a extra red on both sides. I think they look pretty cool. I also moved the Downoi, or the little star, which are those little guys, all across that line right behind the Monte Carlo. I think that'd be cool if it had, Monte Carlo to then that little bushy plant and then to the bigger plants in the back. So not too shabby, it'll grow back pretty fast, but tell me what you guys think. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it looks really good. It's nice and clean. I think the little fishes are going to have a great time just swimming around there. But all right, again, this is Grant with Splash Tanks. I appreciate you. Like and subscribe, and have a great one.